An indictment handed down Friday revealed chilling details of the rape and murder of a Massachusetts teacher. 14-year-old Philip Chisholm allegedly became upset with his teacher when his teacher made remarks about Tennessee. Chisholm had recently moved from that state when his parents divorced. He left a handwritten note near the body that said, "I hate you all." And there is an update to a Florida bullying case we previously reported here on Arise News. On Wednesday, prosecutors in Polk County decided to drop charges against two adolescent girls who had been charged with a form of bullying called cyberstalking after their 12-year-old classmate committed suicide. Katelyn Roman was one of the girls who faced charges. She joins us with her parents, Gill and Emilio Roman, along with their attorney, Luis Calderon. Welcome to all of you to Arise America, and thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. Katelyn, I saw you do an interview earlier this morning, first thing, as I was getting ready for work. And the interviewer at that time asked you if you felt like you had done anything wrong. And your answer was no. I don't think I did anything wrong. I think I want to start with, if you could go back in time and change anything, would you?
Of course I would. I would change a lot. I would change some things, like I could have been nicer, or I could have not had the fight, or I could have had stayed her friend when everyone else was turning against her.
You know, so many people I know have asked you about your motives and why you did things and why you didn't do things. But what I'd like to know is how the charges, the fact that the Polk County Sheriff identified you and the other young lady and charged you, how that has affected your life since then.
Well, ever since the sheriff showed the charges, the pictures of me, I've been getting death threats, and people have been showing up in front of our house, and some people want to beat me up because they don't like me, and I just don't think he should have put my picture out there.
As I understand it, I want to go back just to the incident. As I understand, there was a group of about 15 students who were bullying Rebecca Ann Sedgwick online, on Facebook, I think, particularly. And I don't know what the interactions were at school. Did you see that bullying in person, or were you aware of it online?
Well, I wasn't aware of it online. I saw some of it in person, but I didn't know what to do.
You didn't know what to do. Did you ever tell somebody, stop that, that's really not nice, why don't you leave her alone?
I didn't know what to do. I was just...
Let me ask you, Michelle, because no matter what happens with our children, the mother always gets blamed. She'll be 40 years old and they'll still blame mother somehow. But what has this been like for your family to go through this experience?
It has been a terribly traumatic event for me, for my daughter, for her father. It has just been one of the most hardest things to ever live through, to have your child arrested in front of you. To have somebody lead your child away in handcuffs is just not something that should be done to a 12-year-old child.
Were you even aware of the bullying and what was going on with the classmates?
No, we weren't aware. We knew that they'd had some issues at school, they'd had a tiff at school, but nothing that would have led me to believe that my daughter was a cyber-stalking bully. Nothing would ever lead me to believe that.
Let me turn to you, Emilio. As very often as a father, your instinct is to protect your family. You have a beautiful little girl sitting here. As you watched her go through this, what was that like for you as dad?
Well, you know, I had to turn the switch on to protect her. Basically the first week I had to sit outside in the house and get people to leave the house, because they would come in cars and get out of their trucks, have shotguns in the back of their car in front of my house, and I had to sit outside with a bat because I don't have a gun. So, but I turned into the protector. And, you know, the way he did that, goodness, a 12-year-old girl, he's going to stick the picture out and say, she's a felon. Here, guys, go get her. Here's her address and her phone number. Go get her and beat her up.
I want to turn back.
He's the bully. Now he turned into the bully.
Katelyn, how did you even become identified for these charges? As I understand it, the other young lady was in an active dispute because of a boyfriend. But how did you get wrapped up in this?
Me and Rebecca had got into a physical fight about a year ago, and that's probably how, and her mom was really mad about it. So it was probably that.
It's probably that. Have you had any communication with Rebecca's family?
No, we feel horrible about Rebecca's family, about what happened. We feel horrible about it, but no, we haven't had any contact with them. And
We tried.
We
We
tried.
tried?
The first day that it happened, first thing Katie wanted to do was go to her house. She went over there. When she went over there, they said, because of you, she did this, get out of here. So then Katie, actually, the days following that, Katie still felt bad, and they had a wake, you know, in front of the, where she jumped, and she made me take her at 3 in the morning. I said, I can't take you when everybody's there. I got to take you after. So I had to take her there and then to her memorial in the middle of the night, like 3 in the morning, because she wanted to go there. She felt bad about it and made me take her.
Yeah, I just want to very quickly ask, what have you learned through this experience? Can you take something away that can be productive for you?
Well, I want to make this whole bad situation a positive, and I think that bullying shouldn't be okay, and words do hurt, and it can affect people in different ways.
Okay, all right. Katelyn Roman, thank you so much for coming on. Mom Michelle, Dad Emilio, and legal protector down there, Louise. Thank you all, and wish you all the very best. And this is Arise America.